right, let's get going. Friends and family of Jacob McKimmey and Friends of Scouting, I would like to welcome you to the Eagle Court of Honor. The Eagle is the highest recognition that the Boy Scouts offers, and it is earned through the advancement program. And only a small percentage of boys who begin scouting receive this honor. Today, we have the pleasure of seeing Jacob McKimmey joining the company of Eagle Scouts. Our Master of Ceremonies for today is Adam Buckmeyer.
Okay.
Thank you, Mike. I am pleased to serve as Master of Ceremonies today as we honor Jacob McKimmey. At this time, will the Honor Guard please escort Jacob forward? Honor Guard dismissed. And at this time, I'd like to invite Trevor Scholl forward for the invocation.
Please stand and prepare yourselves for grace. God, thank you for the opportunity to come together as a family, friends, leaders, and fellow scouts on this significant day in the life of Jacob McKimmey. Today is a celebration of a journey full of challenges, friendship, struggles, and fun. Please use this ceremony, Lord, to inspire vision and to encourage others to follow in the Eagle path. Help us to give well-deserved praise and honor, and to also realize that becoming an Eagle Scout is not so much a destination, but a way of life. We ask for your blessing on Jacob and his family, who supported and encouraged him, and to his fellow scouts who helped him along the way. We ask this in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Trevor. This time, would everyone please prepare themselves for the posting of the colors? Please remove any non-scouting headgear. Color Guard advance. Scout salute. Color Guard halt. Color Guard cross the colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Color Guard post the colors. Color Guard salute. 2. Color Guard dismissed. Audience may be seated. Scouts, please remain standing.
Scout sign. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, and to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. 2.
As we begin this Eagle Court of Honor, it is fitting that we start with the fundamental principles of scouting, the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. Scouts may be seated. We have joined together in reciting the Scout Oath. Let us continue Jake's ceremony by lighting candles symbolic of the 3 promises of the Scout Oath. Duty to God and country.
They're right back there. Right in front of right there.
Where's the lighter?
It's down here.
Okay.
Due to the heat, we didn't want to have the candles in the sun.
I might have something down here.
Duty to God and country, duty to others, and duty to self. In scouting, as in most activities, there are rules. The rules of scouting are found in the 12 points of the Scout Law. As each point of the Scout Law is read, let us pay careful attention to those words and rededicate ourselves to the principles contained in those words.
A scout is trustworthy.
A scout tells the truth. He keeps his promise. Honesty is part of his code of conduct.
A scout is loyal.
A scout is true to his family, friends, scout leaders, school, nation, and the world community.
A scout is helpful.
A scout is concerned about other people. He willingly volunteers to help others without expecting payment or reward.
A scout is friendly.
A scout is a friend to all. He is a brother to other scouts. He seeks to understand others. He respects those with ideas and customs that are different from his own.
A scout is courteous.
A scout is polite to everyone, regardless of age or position. He knows that good manners make it easy for people to get along together.
A scout is kind.
A scout understands there is strength in being gentle. He treats others as he wants to be treated. He does not harm or kill anything without reason.
A scout is obedient.
A scout follows the rules of his family, school, and troop. He obeys the laws of his community and country. If he thinks these rules and laws are unfair, he tries to have them changed in an orderly manner rather than disobey them.
A scout is cheerful.
A scout looks for the bright side of life. He cheerfully does tasks that come his way. He tries to make others happy.
A scout is thrifty.
A scout works to pay his way and to help others. He saves for the future, he protects and conserves natural resources, and he carefully uses time and property.
A scout is brave.
A scout can face danger even if he is afraid. He has the courage to stand for what he thinks is right even if others laugh or threaten him.
A scout is clean.
A scout keeps his body and mind fit and clean. He goes around with those who believe in living by these same ideals. He keeps his home and community clean.
A scout is reverent.
A scout is reverent towards God. He is faithful in his religious duties. He respects the beliefs of others.
The pathway to Eagle can be described as a steep trail leading up to 3 peaks, the highest being that of Eagle Scout. Officially, the trail starts with the tenderfoot rank and continues through 2nd and 1st class. Then, the mountain climbing begins. The path is marked with merit badges, leadership positions, service projects, and the practice of scouting skills and ideals. The first peak reaches that of Star Scout, the second is Life Scout, and finally, Eagle Scout. Will Jeremiah Jordan come forward for the trail to Eagle?
We are here today to honor Jacob McKimmey as he becomes an Eagle Scout. But first, let's look at Jacob's accomplishments along with the way to becoming an Eagle Scout. Jacob joined Cub Scouts in the 1st grade. He had been attending Scouts even in his whole entire life because of both of his older brothers being Scouts. He was excited to follow in their footsteps. Jake's dad Bruce and my uncle Dennis were our den leaders, and Jake loved all the fun tours and activities that they did while in Cub Scouts. Things like the Crow River Day Club, tour of K102, Domino's Pizza Tour, and visiting the Elk River Police Department. He enjoyed creating Pinewood Derby cars and rain gutter regatta boats. His favorite thing was camping at Aquila and Tomahawk as a Cub Scout. Jake earned his Arrow of Light and graduated to Boy Scouts in March of 2013. In his first year with Troop 563, Jake earned his Scout, Tenderfoot, and 2nd class ranks. From the start of Boy Scouts, Jake had never wavered from his plan to make Eagle Scout. Jake earned merit badges each year, many of them at Many Point Scout Camp. He earned his first rank in March of 2015 and had 17 merit badges. In April 2015, Jake took his first leadership position as co-quartermaster with John Miller. During this time as quartermasters, they built shelves in the trailer and developed the trailer inventory. Jake earned his star rank the fall of 2015. During Many Point Scout Camp in 2016, Jake was elected into the Order of the Arrow. The Order of the Arrow is the Scouting National Honor Society. It recognizes scouts who have exemplified the Scout oath and law in their daily lives. The conclave was held in the fall of 2016. It was a fun experience to sleep outside and do community service. Jake earned his life rank in the fall of 2016. The most memorable event in scouting was when he traveled with 15 other troop members for the high adventure at sea base in Florida Keys the summer 2017. They spent a week paddleboarding, kayaking, sailing, boating, fishing, snorkeling. There was also an overnight adventure to Big Munson Island. This was one of his best scouting memories. Jake served as a patrol leader in the winter of 2018. It was a great learning experience for him to lead his fellow scouts. Jake began working on his Eagle Community Service Project in February of 2019. He had been talking to his high school biology teacher about a project that would benefit the elementary school students and the high school students. He began planning with Miss Noel for him to plan and build 8 nature information signs around the pond between Fieldstone Elementary and the STMA High School. Jake met with the groundsperson from the school district, and Miss Noel helped him find good locations for the signs. Thanks to Scott Ahmet, Jake was introduced to Ron Buchanan, who helped Jake cut all the pieces of wood needed for the signs. Then, many scouts and adults helped Jake assemble and install the signs in September of 2019. He was so happy to have completed the project and all of his Eagle Scout paperwork prior to his 18th birthday. Jake took advantage of many scouting opportunities. He attended Many Point 6 times, and his most memorable camping trip was to... Yeah, we know. We're all excited, even this flag. Jake took advantage of many camping opportunities. He attended Many Point 6 times, and his most memorable trip was to Whitewater when they went falsa hunting and went on a cave tour. Jake earned 41 merit badges, 31 required, and 28 elective, as well as 2 bronze, 1 gold, and 1 silver palm. We congratulate Jake as he receives the highest honor in scouting and wish him the best as he heads off to college.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Troop 563 has watched you work towards your Eagle, Jake. We have watched your mind develop and your knowledge increase. We have seen you grow in many ways, and now that you're on your threshold of your goal, we welcome you, for you have done your climbing in a scout-like manner. At this time, I would like to invite Scoutmaster Mike Snyder to please come forward and say a few words. A few, Mike.
All right. It's not a minute, it's a moment, or what did you call it? A monologue, yeah. So here goes. I'm not a man of few words. I like to share and really relish in the experience, and especially today as we honor Jake. And I'm honored to be, and very proud to be here today to celebrate this high achievement for Jake in becoming an Eagle Scout. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today, family, friends, scouts and fellow scouters, and people that have had, all of you are people that have had an important role in Jake's making life, making his scouting career. Your support of Jake and your role in helping him reach this Eagle rank and shaping the man that he's become is truly appreciated. I'd like to take a moment to thank our chartered organization, St. Paul's Lutheran Church, and the pastors and staff of the church and the church committees, and our charter representative, Rob Irwin, who is one of the fathers of one of our Eagle Scouts. I thank them for their willingness to support our troop and our pack since its reestablishment in 2010, and also the long-standing support of the Cub Scout pack. I'd also like just to take one more thank you, a special thank you, is due to Jake's parents, Bruce and Liz. They have been an active and supportive role in our troop, and Bruce has served as our treasurer for several years, and it's a natural fit since you're an accountant, and you've been very supportive of our troop. You've attended many, almost every year at Many Point for the 6 times that Jake has been there. And sometimes you guys have struggled to decide who gets to go to Many Point because we know you all enjoy it. And we enjoy your company and appreciate your help and your support with the troop, and especially your support of Jake. Well, Jake, you did it. Eagle Scout, your highest rank. You set your goal when you were young and in Cub Scouts, and you made it. And we couldn't be prouder of you. And we have we've heard a lot about your scouting career from Jeremiah. Great job, by the way. Bopped here. You got the flag. Even the balloons are excited for you, Jake. See how this is? We get to, for us to appreciate the importance of Jake achieving this Eagle Scout rank, and to appreciate the importance and legacy of this high achievement. I'd like to start with a quick history of scouting, and again, it's just very quick. Baden-Powell, for those of you that don't know, is a British war hero and the author of a series of pamphlets entitled Scouting for Boys. 5 years earlier, in the summer of 1907, he gathered 22 boys from every class of British society for a 9-day campout at Brownsea Island in England, off the southern English coast. His aim was to see if his concept of scouting for boys would actually work. And it did. The scouting movement quickly spread throughout England and soon across the Atlantic, where it flourished. Scouting was brought to the United States, and the Boy Scouts of America was officially started on February 8th, 1910. 100 years after that, Linda Snyder, my wife, our committee chair, reestablished the Hanover Troop 563, and it continues to be successful with 50 active scouts and 11 trained registered adult leaders. It's a good thing. Today, the BSA is one of the largest youth organizations in the United States, currently serving more than 2.7 million youth members to be prepared for life, and supported by nearly 1 million adult volunteers. Since its founding in 1910, the BSA has served over 115 million youth, and less than 4% of these have earned the rank of Eagle. And you're one of those. Something to be very proud of. Scouting has contributed about 13.5 million hours of service, totaling a value of $300 billion for service to our communities across the United States. From 1912 to 2019, 2,598,986 men have become Eagle Scouts in the U.S. I want to share a quick story here, a letter I found online from Mike Rowe. Mike Rowe, the Discovery Channel's Dirty Jobs. I think it's appropriate here for you, Jake, and all of our Scouts. Mike Rowe earned his Eagle Scout as a youth and had this to share. The Eagle Award is not really meant for people who need to be dragged across the finish line. It is meant for a select few. Only 1 out of every 100 Scouts make Eagle, and doing something extraordinary can be very lonely. And most people simply aren't cut out for it. Being an Eagle Scout requires you to be different than most everyone around you. And being different is really, really hard. And that's why it's called an accomplishment. Personally, and for whatever it's worth, like Rowe continues, the best decision I've made in my own life are those decisions that put me outside of being cool. Singing in the opera, working in home shopping, starring in a school play when the entire football team laughed at me, and especially earning my Eagle. These were all choices that required sacrifice, hard work, and delayed gratification. I have no idea if you have the passion to follow the road less traveled. Only you get to decide that. So, Mike Rowe says, comments that it's not always easy, to put yourself in a position that's not the most popular at school and with your friends. But becoming an Eagle today, and putting yourself out there and doing the hard work and putting in your time, today's the day you get the payoff, and we're very proud of you, Jake. I'm gonna step step away from the mic and see if I can talk loud enough here. But today we honor and celebrate Troop 563's 15th Eagle Scout since we started again in 2010. This rare accomplishment that Jake has earned is the highest rank in the Boy Scouts, the Eagle Scout. Earlier we heard about Jake's journey, and I'm proud to have been part of it, along with many others, including his Cub Scout leaders and family. Jake, as you all know, is an awesome young man, and I've really enjoyed getting to know him over these years. He has exemplified the ideals of the Scout Oath and the Scout Law, and as a great example of a Scout leader to others. I remember Jake at many point, one of his 6 years, and he and several others were in what they call the Magic Studios, is that right? Yeah, the Magic Studios, and they were to write and prepare and film and edit and an original skit. And they took it to task, and they came prepared and they were ready, and the fun that you guys had together was really great, and watching you guys prepare for it. And man, I've never seen you laugh so hard in some of those things. You guys just really had fun, and it was great to see. And the way that you performed that skit along with your others, but especially you, Jake, it was done with such enthusiasm and a whole lot of fun, and it was just one of those really proud moments that to watch you having the fun along with your fellow scouts, and just the maturity and the man that you've become. It was very fun. And to watch you have so much fun was just great to see, and a great memory for me. Jake, you have been lucky. I have been lucky to see you grow and to mature. It has been my privilege to watch you grow up and to laugh together and to be part of your scouting journey and to call you a friend. I am honored to be here today to celebrate this high achievement. I always knew you'd get there, Jake, and you are very deserving. And you are very deserving. You're a fine example of a scout, and Troop 563 is better because you're part of it. Earning the Eagle rank is an extraordinary achievement, something you should be very proud of, because I know that I am very proud of you. Finally, use your skills you've learned in scouting throughout your life, and I know you'll be a success. Your future is so very bright. You've earned the Eagle rank. Once an Eagle, always an Eagle. So to Jake, my highest congratulations to you in earning the highest rank of Eagle Scouts. So I'm going to do a quick there. Congratulations, Jake. Let's give him a round of applause here, guys. Alright, next it's my honor to welcome up Jake's parents, Liz and Bruce, to say a few words about Jake. And so come on up and take your moment.
I can't believe we are here today. What a beautiful day. We're in this beautiful location, and we're celebrating Eagle Scout Jacob McKimmey. Wow. Eagle Scout Jacob McKimmey. Sometimes it's hard to believe that he has that title. I have attended 11 out of the last 13 Eagle Scout ceremonies. We haven't had, one scout hasn't had his yet. And every time when the parents came up to talk about all their accomplishments, I got emotional, just watching it. And I got emotional for 2 reasons. One, because of all the hard work that those boys and their parents put in to reach that rank. And 2, because I had a hard time believing mine could be that Eagle Scout. Because he's so shy. And how does somebody who's that shy lead other people? And was he going to get all those merit badges done? And how could he lead a bunch of people to get a big project done for his Eagle Scout project? So I was a little skeptical that he was going to make the Eagle rank, even though he always said he was going to. So it always made me a little emotional. But I never gave up hope that he would reach the goal. But, he did it. and he led a patrol, and he got all his merit badges done, and he led a group of people to get a project done. So he showed me and his dad that we were wrong, that our doubts were unfounded, that he was going to do it, and he did it. So we're very proud of that. Jake, we are so excited that you earned the rank of Eagle and reaching this milestone in your scouting experience. I'd like to take just a little bit of time to reflect on how he's been influenced in scouting and how he's living out the Scout Oath and the Scout Law in everyday life. First of all, I would say Jake is definitely trustworthy. He is one kid who knows what's morally right, and he does what he knows is correct. He has good values, and he hopes that others around him will share his values. He's loyal. He definitely stands up for his friends and other people, especially if they're being mistreated. He always stands up for them, and we're very proud of that. Let's see. He's helpful. He does a lot to help others, especially without complaint. He's been really good for the period of time where he had his license and his sister didn't. He was super helpful in picking her up from sports or picking up something from the grocery store. And he also has done many volunteer things like helping with the Lions Breakfast and the Smelt Fry, the Hanover Festival, Feed My Starving Children, other people's Eagle Scout projects, the highway cleanups, and many church events. Jake is definitely courteous and he's kind. He definitely uses his manners when he's in public and with others. Obedient. I would definitely say he's obedient. He always does what he's told. Sometimes it might take a little nudging or reminding to do what he's told, but he always does. Reverent. He's been active in church during middle school and high school, and he participated in a mission trip to St. Paul where they served the community. He went to the ELCA Youth Gathering in Houston in 2018, and he's a confirmed member of Alleluia Church in St. Michael. He brings out all the other points as well in the Scout Law. One of his favorite parts of scouting has been camping. You've all heard he's been there 6 times, and that's definitely one of my favorite parts of scouting too, is Many Point. Bruce too. Like Mike said, we tended to have to figure out who was going to get to go, because we both wanted to go every year. And sometimes we split the week so we could each go. But Jake's never, or I know what I was going to say. One of the things I really enjoyed when going to camp was watching Jake with all the other scouts and working on things they had to do. Like, one of my favorites was latrine duty. Like, most people, I don't want to do latrine duty. Who wants to go clean the latrines? But Jake always made it fun. I'd watch him and all the other boys, and they were just laughing and giggling and really having a good time doing it. And whenever they needed somebody for mess hall duty, he was always one of the first to volunteer to go set up the tables and everything for a meal. So it was really fun to see him work hard with other kids and have fun doing that. Jake's never wavered in his desire to be a scout. There were times where he may not want to go to a meeting, or maybe wasn't getting his merit badge stuff done, and I would say, do you still want to be a scout? Do you still want your Eagle? And he always said yes. Never wavered. So that was always something. Sometimes, like I said, he was slow to finish tasks for merit badges or rank advancements, but with encouragement and prodding, he always did. And now he has 41 merit badges, which I think is pretty amazing. So, last year he turned 18 in October, and in January I asked him, so, are you going to get that Eagle Scout? What do you think if you want it? What do you think how did you feel if you don't get it? And he said he'd be very disappointed in himself. And I said, how are you going to feel if you do get it? And he said, I'll be very proud of myself. Which then I think really motivated him, like, now's the time, I better do this, because I only have a few months left, and he did it. And we're really proud of him for doing that and reaching that goal. So, he He really plugged away and did all the steps he needed to plan, present, and execute the Eagle Scout project, finish his paperwork. One of the things that really surprised me was when he had to fundraise. And he had to go before 3 different Lions clubs, the Albertville, St. Michael, and Hanover, asking them for funds to do his project. And he didn't hesitate at all to do it, which really surprised me because he's so shy. And I just thought, how are you doing it? And he just went in and did it. So I was really proud of him. So he did it. He led all those people, and he got his paperwork in 2 weeks before his 18th birthday. So nothing like procrastinating, though. So as we reflect and look forward, we have great hope for Jake's future because we know he can do what he sets out to do. He never wavered in the fact that he wanted to be an Eagle Scout, and even when it was tough to get him to attend meetings or to complete a merit badge requirement, he always said, yes, I want to be an Eagle. So we as parents and leaders have the job to guide him on how to reach this goal. He didn't do it all on his own. We had to help show him the way and lead him. Mike, thanks for all you've done for him and all the other boys in our troop. You've done incredible things for Jake and all these other boys. Again, Jake is the 15th and Eagle for Troop 563, and I know there's many more to come. Thank you to all the adults and fellow scouts who have been friends and leaders to Jake. We have enjoyed all the time we've spent together, and we're thankful for all of you. We're proud of Jake for all he's learned and accomplished through scouting. He's always said it's a place where he feels safe and accepted for who he is. Scouting has such a huge impact on who he is, and that makes us very happy. We hope he will continue to remember and use all the skills and character traits that he has learned and continues to mature and make his way in the world. So Jake, we're proud of you for reaching your goal to becoming an Eagle Scout. We look forward to all you will accomplish in the future. We are all here for you to help you along the way. Way to go, showing us you could reach your goals, even though we had our doubts. Once an Eagle, always an Eagle.
Well, now it's my turn. I have 4 pages too, but I printed them really big because I'm getting old. So, I think Liz summarized our thoughts and feelings perfectly. I'd like to say a few words as well. I too will miss Many Point. The cinnamon rolls and the granny bread. As we all know, it's something to look forward to every summer. So I also wanted to reiterate how proud we are of Jake for achieving this milestone. I was a Boy Scout. My brother was a Boy Scout. His 2 older brothers were Boy Scouts before him. We all achieved the rank of Life Scout, but we fell just a little bit short. We didn't quite make it to Eagle. Something I have always regretted, and I think I've mentioned that to you a few times. So why didn't we make it? Was it determination? Goals? I think it was mostly due to distractions. As we get older, I know both my brother and I distracted by the 3 W's, and that's work, wheels, and women. So now these days, these young men also have the same distractions as well as school and school activities, and video games, and Dungeons and Dragons, and even now virtual reality. I mean, it's just amazing the amount of distractions. So staying focused on Boy Scouts and attaining the Eagle Scout is truly a difficult task today. Many years ago, seems really like forever, I was a den leader with Dennis of 13 young tiger cubs, all eager to learn and have fun and start their scouting careers. Of the 13, just 2 of them became Eagle Scouts. That shows how difficult it really is. And those that embark on this journey, very few reach this pinnacle. So, this is the main reason why we're so proud of Jake. He stuck with it, including many times getting out of his comfort zone and doing what he must. He realized that he would be disappointed with himself if he did not achieve this honored rank. He met those challenges and those difficulties and prevailed. To This is something he can forever be proud of. An achievement that can help him in the years to come. When he goes off to college and then into the real world, he will be faced with many difficulties, roadblocks, distractions. He can now have the confidence to meet those challenges because he can say, I am an Eagle Scout. I can do this. Lastly, I too want to make sure that the troop and its leaders get the proper credit. Without a good troop with great leadership and fellow scouts living the scout law, this probably wouldn't have happened. To the 14 Eagle Scouts that have come before him, thank you too. For setting a precedent, for showing your fellow scouts the path, for showing Jake and others that it can be done. I thank you for that. Jake, you did it. Something you too should be very proud of. Never forget this awesome accomplishment. And remember, you are now part of the leader. Leave here today and continue to do your best and to live the Scout law and to carry your Eagle Scout title proudly for the rest of your life.
I was starting to get emotional. Nice job, guys. Very good. I'm going to do this one in front of the microphone, so I'll try to speak up. But Jake, please come forward if you could. It's time for the presentation of the Eagle Award. Becoming an Eagle Scout is a great honor and a great responsibility. At this time, I would like all Eagle Scouts to stand behind Jacob as the Eagle Charge is read.
Jake, I knew you'd do it. I have the honor to give you, Jacob McKinney, the Eagle Scout charge on the occasion of your elevation to the highest award in scouting. I ask that you listen carefully to these words and weigh their meaning in your heart. Scouts of all nations constitute one of the most wholesome and significant movements in the world's history, who have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America as being worthy of this honor. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you well know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, to your fellow scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your fellow scouts. America has many good things to give you and your children after you. But these good things depend, for the most part, on the quality of its citizens. Our country has had a great past. You can help make it future that's even greater. I charge you to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only towards the best. Lift every task you do and every office you hold to a high level of service to God and your fellow man. So live and serve that those who know you will be inspired to finer living. We have too many who use their strength and their brains to exploit others and to gain selfish ends. I charge you, Jacob, among those who dedicate their skills and ability to the common good. Build America on a solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. And whatever others may do, you will leave behind a record for which every scout will be proud. Congratulations, Jake.
All right. It's now time for the Eagle Scout promise. I think I will. It is time for the Eagle Scout promise. Though the words will be similar to those that have been said many times before, today they will mean more than they ever have before. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your oath with the words that close the Declaration of Independence. Please make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training an example, my rank and my influence count strongly for a better scouting and for better citizenship in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. Two. Very good. If the Eagle Scouts could have a seat, thank you. You're with a fine young, you put yourself in great company, Jake. Stay right here, yeah. Next, if I could ask, oops, sorry about that. Next, if I could ask Jake's parents to come forward. Yeah, I know. I was gonna do that after my speech, but I figure I'd wait. Come on up here. Let's see. Jacob, your parents have undoubtedly been the primary source of help and strength. No one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice from your mother, and I'd like your mother to pin the Eagle Medal on your uniform. So if you could go left to right. So. This is a big moment here. And in recognition of your mother's devotion, please present her with the Eagle pin. Bruce, your turn. Your father has been the source of much advice and guidance along the Eagle Trail. So I'd like him to present the neckerchief worn only by Eagle Scouts to you. Wear this banner with honor and pride as you continue your scouting career. There we go. Stay right there, Bruce. In return, please present your father with the Eagle lapel pin. It is my honor as Scoutmaster to present you with the Eagle Scout certificate in this beautiful frame. I'm going to take a moment and just read it so everyone can knows what's on here. The Boy Scouts of America is proud to award the rank of Eagle Scout to Jacob Jerome McKimmey, Troop 563, Hanover, Minnesota, in recognition of successful completion of all requirements for Scouting's highest rank, December 30th, 2019, signed by the Scout Executive. So with that, and now it gives me great pleasure to present you, all adorned in his medals, and in red, white, and blue, Eagle Scout Jacob McKimmey. Let's give him a hand. Next, we're going to clear the stage, and it's time for you to speak. And
Thank you everyone for coming today. Your support means a lot to me. I'm here today because of everyone's continued support. Some people I would like to recognize are Mike for his leadership to me and all the other members of the troop. Rick, he really helped me to get my Eagle Scout project accomplished. My dad for getting me involved with scouting in the first place, as well as being my den leader and an assistant scout leader. My mom for her unwavering support throughout my entire scouting career. Jerry for continuously encouraging and supporting me, as well as being my friend. And we've had some really great times. Now this next person has always been with me since the beginning of scouting. He was a co-den leader with my dad, and he's always been willing to help. And when I was in a bad mood, he always joked until I smiled. Dennis, I want to award you with the mentor pin for all you've done.
Today has been a special day. Jake McKimmey has accepted a weighty challenge to live out the Eagle Scout promise in his everyday life. It is a challenge worthy of each of us. Let's give our new Eagle Scout one more round of applause. We hope this ceremony has inspired other Scouts to reach this honorable rank. We are anxious to see many more Eagle Scouts to pass through our troop. Would Trevor Scholl please come forward for the benediction?
and prepare yourselves for prayer. Dear God, an Eagle Scout Court of Honor marks the end of one journey and the commitment to another. A commitment to better scouting where all may participate, a commitment to better citizenship, and a commitment to be an example of leadership to all. Bless all of Jacob's future endeavors. Walk with him wherever his life takes him, and give him your strength, your compassion, your wisdom, and your love. And may all of us gathered here be committed to scouting's ideals, which instruct us to lead better lives. May we, like Jacob, always follow our own trails, discovering who we are by striving into the unknown. May God be with us all until we meet again. Amen.
Thank you, Trevor. And now we will do the closing flag ceremony. Color guard advance. Color guard halt. Flag bearers prepare to retrieve the colors. Scout salute. Flag bearers retrieve the colors. Color guard retreat. Two. And at this time, I would like the honor guard to escort Jake McKimmey out. This concludes our ceremony. On behalf of Jake McKimmey and his family, thank you for coming, and you're invited to stay for refreshments.